All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. I'm the brother lawyer, and I teach with the Great Millstone Nashville Camp. Come back with a quick lesson. And I really don't have a title for this lesson yet. I might just say, Third World War will be like no other. I really don't know yet. But anyway, it's an article from Newsweek.com. It says Donald Trump tells rally goers Third World War will be like no other. All right, so this is on the mind of Donald Trump and many other higher up Edomites, all right, if you will. So Trump tells his rally goers, that this last war, because that's what it's going to be. All right, and the scriptures talk about that, which I'm gonna bring that up. So Trump is going in, talking about this last world war. All right, and he says it's going to be like no other, which the scriptures say that also, and it actually speaks about this time that we're living in will be like no other time. It's going to happen in this time, and that's going to be it. All right. And I don't want to lose my train of thought. So let me just go right into it. So let me start right here. It says former President Donald Trump warned Wyoming rally goers that the conflict between Ukraine and Russia could turn into WW3. All right. Which would be like no other. All right. Now I want to go into what he was saying. All right. So let me highlight it. And as I read this, I'm going to go into scriptures. All right. It says you may end up, and this is what he was saying. That's why it's in quotes. It says you may end up with a third world war because of the stupidity of what we're saying and what we're doing. He's talking about the government. Really, it's the higher up, what they call it, the higher echelon of Esau Edom. All right. The international bankers, they're pushing this. All right. So let's read the back one more time. You may end up with a third world war because of the stupidity of what we're saying and what we're doing, which is their policies. All right, and they're pushing this war. And I got to be careful about what I'm saying. All right, so this is what I wanted to get. It says prophecy against Edom, starting in verse 7. It says concerning Edom, thus said the Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? So the wisdom of Esau Edom is vanishing, right? And because of them losing that wisdom with politics, how they deal with other countries, you right? They're going to cause this third war to pop off, this third world war to pop off. All right, they're going to do something to mess up the relations even more, which is going to cause and force these other nations to fight against them. All right, and it's not just going to be Ukraine and Russia. It's going to be his allies, America's allies, Russia's allies, right? And it says concerning Edom, thus said the Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman. And Teman, let's go into Teman. Teman was like a capital, or let me see. Let me hold on. Let me pause it real quick. Let me pull this up. So this is what I wanted. It said according to the Bible Atlas.org or Arthur W. Ewing, Teman, right, means on the right. I'm not going to go into all that. I'm just going to read what this has because it has truth in it. All right. It says south. All right. It says it is the name of a district and town in the land of Edom, named after Teman, the grandson of Esau, the son of his firstborn Eliphaz. All right. A duke, Teman, is named among the chiefs or clans of Edom. Right. So Teman is like the capital. It's like the head. Like what I was saying. That's why I pulled that up. All right. And the ultimate Temanites are dealing with Amalek, the Jewish. All right. the small hatters. Now I ain't gonna say much more on that. But basically, so the higher up, and I didn't want this, of Esau, they're losing their wisdom. All right, the Lord's taking it away because we're at the end of their rulership. All right, and ultimately the Lord wants to bring them down. It says you may end up with a third world war because of the stupidity of what we're saying and what we're doing. And we want to help people because of what's happening to them. They're being obliterated, right? So they want to help their people. Because remember, yeah, the people over there in Ukraine, they might be in another country, right? Might be going through certain hardships. But guess what? The Edomites over here are looking at the Edomites over there like we're brethren, And plus, this is dealing with against Russia, and that's their foe, right? The Russians and Ukrainians, they're Edomites as well, with different policies, different you know, different, I don't want to say cultures, but you get it. One is about democracy, the other one's about communism, so on and so forth. All right. It says, and we want to help people because of what's happening to them. They're being obliterated. But guess what? Y'all obliterated the Hebrew Israelites over here in the Americas, right? Y'all didn't do nothing then, but anyway, and they won't do nothing now. And them damn reparations, you're not going to get reparations, Jake. Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai is going to give us true reparations, payback. Money's not going to solve it. We need land, cattle, them to build up our kingdom, which the scripture's going today. Anyway, this is another topic. I don't want to make this too long. I'm going to rant. Anyway, it says, but we could end up in a third world war because of the way we're going about it. And I never thought that would be possible. He never thought this would be possible. Like other Edomites thought it wouldn't be possible because of their fucking pride. And also Psalm, that just hit me. All right, let me go to Blue Letter, Psalm 49. Psalm 49. All right, hold that on deck. Now let me go to Obadiah. This is Obadiah says, Edom will be humbled, right? And they're in the midst of that happening with certain laws and legislations that are being passed, right? Dealing with how they treat so-called blacks, which are the southern kingdom of the nation of Israel, and also Latinos and Native Americans, which are the northern kingdom, all right? They're being humbled day by day. And they're really going to be humble when Yahweh Shai cracked those clouds and when the elect are raised up and have spiritual powers, It says, Edom will be humbled. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. The her is Babylon the Great, all right, where the Edomites dwell. Daughter of Babylon, Babylon the Great, she's like unto a woman. And America is that woman that ride upon, let me get it, kind of all over. Let me go to the Blue Letter again. Need to just download the app. Damn, Salakia. Come on now, we're playing games. Come on, man. Salakia. All right, trying to remember exactly. I know it's in Revelation. I know 18 deals with Babylon being destroyed. Salakia. Damn. Salakia. Okay, 17. Okay. Yeah, this is what I wanted. I thought it was 18. I was like, no, it ain't 18. All right, so it's 17. All right, so it said, let us rise up against her in battle. All right, and I said to her is Babylon the Great, right? Or daughter of Babylon, which is Psalm 137. I'm going to get that too. So it's Revelation 17:3. It says, so he so like it. So he carried me away in the spirit, which is the angel, into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast. This woman is America. All right. This beast is NATO EU. All right. Full of names. It says full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. The 7 heads represent where the Edomites rose about the power at, which is the French, the Spaniards, the British, the Romans, the Greeks, Germania Major, Germania Minor, right? Those were the Edomites had basically they rose up. All right. So yeah, this scarlet covered beast is America. And let me get this Psalm 137 real quick. Psalm 137, starting at verse 7. It says, remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundations thereof. So basically, they wanted us to be totally destroyed, obliterated. And this happened also too when the Babylonians had taken us down, you know, and also too when we were brought over here in America to serve captivity. That's why we were treated like that, fed to alligators, throwing us off of boats, being fed to sharks and so forth, crushing the skulls of our children because they were trying to just wipe us out. But the Lord he ain't with that with Israel. All right, he ain't with it. It's gonna happen to Esau, Edom when you keep reading the book of Obadiah. Anyway, I'm making this a little too long. It says, O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. So it says, who are to be destroyed. All right, so daughter of Babylon will not be inhabited. The actual Babylon, right, in the land of Mesopotamia, over in Iraq, is still inhabited. So it's not talking about this place. I mean, it's not talking about that place. All right. It says, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. So you're gonna receive what you have done unto the Israelites. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Galatians 6, right? You're gonna reap what you sow. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones, and that's what they was doing with our babies and so forth. It's gonna happen unto you. Anyway, let me go back on topic. So remember, Esau, Edom, they didn't think that they was going to. So let me go right back. So Donald Trump, look at this clown. Anyway, Salakia. Anyway, it says, I never thought that it would be possible. So Trump didn't think that this would be possible. That they was going to be faced with World War III. Obadiah 1:3, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. So because of the pride of their heart, they have been deceived to think that they was going to last forever, stay in rulership and power forever. This is Psalm 49:11, and it reads, it's like I was reading verse 10. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. So that's what they thought, and it's because of their pride. They haven't been dealt with, so to speak, compared to other nations, especially like the nation of Israel. We went through certain hardships. Well, a lot of these, many of these Edomites, especially over here in America, they ain't been through nothing. Year after years, generation after generations, they thrived. Let me go right back to where was I at? Obadiah. The pride of thine heart, which is the mind, have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, in his mind, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagles, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, the nest among the stars is Israelites. You can read about that in Isaiah 13. Thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord. So the Lord is bringing these fucking clowns down. All right? You don't like my cussing, don't watch my video. The Lord ain't dealing with no wussies. All right? Isaiah 13, what was it, 14, Salaki. This is actually going into Babylon being taken down. See, Babylon will fall to the Medes. All right, this talks about the arrows being shot. World War III. It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. This Medes is going into Russia. You look at an ancient map, which I have plenty of videos like that on my page that shows Russia being where the Medes would dwell at. All right. Their bows, their missiles, also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. In Babylon, the glory of the Salakia. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency, shall be as when Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh shall overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah? Right. That fire came. So it says that it's going to be the same way for this Babylon. And it goes into saying how no one's going to be able to live here. You know, it shall never be inhabited. Isaiah 13 and 20, you can read the rest of that. Now let me go to Isaiah 14. Salaki, I said Isaiah 13, but it's really Isaiah 14. And this goes into how Esau, man, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers, which this word for strangers goes into Israelite foreigners, the great multitude out of all nations. Well, this goes into the strangers as well. Scripture upon scripture, precept upon precept, shall be joined with them. They shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their places. Not talking about the strangers here. All right. It is going to reiterate itself. If I said that right. And the people shall take them and bring them to their places. Not talking about the strangers. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for service and handmaids. It's not talking about the servants, the strangers, Salakia. It says, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were. See, it reiterated itself. If I said that right, all right. I don't like talking with the big words and all that. Anyway, it says, and they shall take them captives who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And this going to happen after Babylon the Great America is destroyed, and these Edomites are fully humbled and brought low. Anyway, this is what I want. Isaiah 14. Actually, I started 14 and 12. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Lucifer just means a light bearer. So right now, Esau Edom is a light bearer in this society. And it says, how art thou fallen from heaven? This heaven represents rulership. It don't mean Satan is a fallen angel. All right? Ain't no such thing as that. Satan is a spirit in this complete order without power. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, rulership, O Lucifer, which is Esau Edom, son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground? So how in the hell is a spirit going to be cut down to the ground? Don't make sense. All right. This represents him being cut down, him being brought down to the same state that we're at, which did is weaken the nations. Why? I mean, how? Through their military. All right. It says, for thou hast said in thine heart, just like in Obadiah, right? I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It's not talking about the stars out of space. These stars are representing Israelites. And you can read about that, tying into Revelations 12 about the woman. Oh man. Let me go to the woman that had the 12 stars. I believe it was Revelations. No, was it 12 or 14? Let me see. I think it's Revelations 14. Salakia. Let me see. So this goes into the elect. There's something about the woman. Let me see. Salakia. I'm kind of all over. 12 with 12 stars. Man, see, the blue letter tripping. All right, 12 stars. Salakia. Man, it is Revelations 12. I'm tripping. I was right. Anyway, I was right. Dang. All right, so Revelations 12:1 says, "And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet." Sun represents uh knowledge, and the moon does as well. Sun represents wisdom, moon represents knowledge. All right. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. So this is Israelites. All right. Man. And you know what? Let's read down. And she being with child cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered, which is the kingdom of heaven. All right, so we're in a transitional period. You know, this new kingdom coming is like unto a woman giving birth. You know, something new is being brought onto the earth, which is the kingdom of heaven. All right, we're in a transitional period, so it's gonna be a lot of pain, suffering, you know, and then it's gonna be that beautiful baby, Yahweh Shai of the kingdom. You know, the elect getting beamed up. It says, "And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns upon his head." Now remember the woman that was sitting upon that beast, America. All right, that beast is NATO and EU. The 7 heads, you know, and the 10 horns, 7 heads. 7 heads, 10 horns are what I name. The Spaniards, the French, you know, the Germans, Greeks, British, Germanium Major, Germanium Minor. That's where the Edomites that's where they stem from. That's when the Renaissance. All right, that's what I meant to say, the Renaissance. All right, so yeah, Salakia. I ain't gonna continue going to that, but I just show you, you know, the precepts. All right, I don't want to just talk. Uh, Isaiah 14. So yeah, so the stars of the Most High are the Israelites. Now let me grab back to where I was. Uh, damn, Salakia, I kind of lost my place. Revelations 12. I think I was right here. Isaiah 14. All right, so let me keep reading. It says, "I will ascend," Isaiah 14:14. "I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I'll be like the Most High." And they have done that. They put satellites in space and so forth. You know, yet that shall be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. So they're going to be brought low. All right. "They that see thee shall nearly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms," dropping bombs on people, going to war, you know? And Trump said this third world war is going to be like no other. Why? Because for one, they're not going to be in power. And this going to be the last time that they're able to rule over people, have bombs dropped, shoot missiles, all that. That's going to be done, buddy. It says that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of the prisoners, which that's how we also know that's America. Because you look up America, you know, they're how many people they have in prison. America, outnumbers other countries. Now, something came to mind. It said that made the world as a wilderness. So let's go to Revelation 6, if I'm right. Yeah, this is Revelation 6, starting in verse 1. It says, and I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, the Lamb is Yahushua, and I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder, one of the four beasts saying, come and see. Now, one of the four beasts are the angels. You can read about that in Revelations 4. Let's go there real quick. Salakia. Salakia, I think I'm just overlooking. I want to get the main point. Yeah, so this is Revelation 4 and 6. And before the throne, there was a sea of glass like unto crystal. And this is talking about how the Heavenly Father, his throne looked, all right, where he was. You started in the first verse reading about that. All right. So let's continue. It says, and before the throne, there was a sea of glass like unto crystal, and in the midst of the throne and round about the throne were four beasts full of eyes before and behind. So these these angels have eyes from the head down. They're able to see everything that people are doing from every crack and crevice of a corner. All right, you understand me? So anyway, it says were four beasts full of eyes. Right? Let's read about the first beast. The first beast was like a lion, and the second beast like a calf, and the third beast had a face as a man. And the fourth beast was like a flying eagle, and the four beasts had each of them 6 wings about him, and they were full of eyes within. Come on. And they rest not day and night, saying, Holy, 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 Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Almighty, which was and is to come. All right. So that's terrifying. But they have naked babies, right? As angels. Anyway, let me go back. I lost my place again. Salakia. All right, I was in Revelation 4. I was in Revelation 6. All right. Revelation 6. And I was going into, no, actually, Salakia. I did. Damn, I lost my place. Salakia. I was Revelation 12. That's why I was messing me up. Where's Revelation 6? I think I took it down. Damn, yeah, I took it down. Let me go right back. All right, so this is Revelation 6. I remember where I was. Let me see. Okay, Revelation 6 and 2, it says, and I saw and behold a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. This is Yahushua. The white horse, you read about that in Revelation 19. Let's go there real quick. All right, this is Revelation 19. And Shalakia. Behold the white horse. Yeah. Revelations 19 and 11 says, and I saw heaven open. So he looked up, and the Lord cracked those clouds with the so-called UFO. And behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, which is Yahushua. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war. And his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew. So when Yahushua come back, he's going to take down these different kingdoms. That's why also Donald Trump said, this war is going to be like no other. Because they're going to be taken down, and Yahushua is going to come right back and take them down. They're going to be taken down through warfare, and Yahushua is going to fully put them down. When they talked about Jacob and Esau, right when they came out, Jacob's hand held the heel of Esau. Jacob, that represents Jacob taking down Esau, pulling him down. So Yahushua, is Jacob pulling down Esau. All right. It says, It says, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. You can read about that Isaiah 63. Dyed garments from Basra. Basra is another capital of Esau Edom, that no man knew but he himself, and he was Salakia. And he was clothed. I read the wrong. I read that again. No, hold on. Oh, I didn't read that. Salakia. Revelation 19 and 12. And his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. All right. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. And his name is called the Word of the Most High, which he is. All right. And the armies which were in heaven, which is the angels, followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And horses represent power, so it's followed him upon white horses, which are chariots. All right, let me get on with this lesson, because I took a whole another direction, but it's needed in the times that we in, to make sure that we have to prove ourselves, prove the ministry, not prove ourselves, but we gotta make full proof of our ministry. So sometimes your videos will not be able to be short. Sometimes you got to go deeper into certain things, all right? And if you don't like it, well, this ain't for you, buddy. I was at Revelation 6, I believe. I'll probably just end it with that. Or I'll probably end it with Isaiah 9. I'll get to it. All right, so let me go back to Revelation 6. I think I brought up another page. Anyway, let's go into Esau Edom. All right. Verse 3, Revelation 6 and 3. And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, come and see. And there went out another horse that was red. Right? So we already read about the red horse in, I believe, Revelation 12. This is going into it again in Revelation 6. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. How? Through warfare. Did you not just understand what Trump just said? It says you may end up with the Third World War because of the stupidity of what we're saying and what we're doing. They're pushing this war agenda, all right? And we want to help people because of what's happening to them. They're being obliterated. But we could end up in the Third World War because of the way we're going about it. And I never thought that would be possible. Come on. And that's a part of that beast taking peace from earth, because all these other nations, they're going to follow suit, to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword, the military might, weaponry, So let me go to Isaiah 9, and I ended with this. 9 and 5, for every battle of the warriors with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So this war right here that Isaiah seen, he said this war is gonna be with burning and fuel of fire. You know what? Let me get this. This will be the last one. It's in Isaiah 2. Oh shit. What? No, that's not it. I see they playing. They shall beat their plowshares. Let me see. I remember how it's worded. Beat their plowshares. Yeah, see, Isaiah 2. I did say Isaiah 2. Sure. All right. This is Isaiah 2 and 4. It says, and he shall judge. Well, man. I got to start at verse 2. Because this the times we're coming into. It says, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain, the government, all right, of the Yahweh's house, the So like the house of David, you know, the tabernacle of David, which is fallen, shall be risen up, like how it says in the book of Amos, that the mountain of the Yahweh's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. So that's what's getting ready to happen. And that's how you know, look, that's how you know the people over there in the land of Yashala ain't it. They're not the Israelites, right? Because this is a prophecy. All right. All nations will serve the laws, not serve the laws, Salakia. They'll serve the Lord, but they're gonna have to follow the laws. All right. And many people shall go and say, "Come ye and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways." See, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. And so, hey, that's not happening right now. You know, verse 4, main point, he shall judge among the nations, Yahushua, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords, their guns, all their weaponry, right, into plowshares. What's plowshares? Is like for gardening tools, all right, or working, building buildings, and their spears into pruning hooks, right? So they're going to be building something. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. They shall not learn war anymore. What the hell? Salakia. So yeah, this third world will be like no other. This will be the last, no more. Shalom.